Dear students, I am Tanmay Ghosh, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department of Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Science and Technology. Today, I discuss torsion of a solid and hollow circular shafts, which is the topic of advanced strength of material under West Bengal State Council of Technical Education. Today, I discuss torsional equation. The equation is T upon J equals to tau upon R equals to C theta by L, or some books are followed T upon J equals to sigma S, that is shear stress, upon R equals to C theta by L, where all symbols are in usual meaning. This is the diagram where one end fixed of the shaft T equals to torque applied in Newton millimeter, R equals to radius of the shaft in millimeter, L equals to length of the shaft in millimeter, J equals to polar moment of inertia in millimeter to the power 4, tau equals to shear stress of the shaft, C or G equals to modulus of rigidity, theta equals to angle of twist in degrees. Now, let us consider a circular shaft fixed at one end and subjected to a torque at the other end is shown this figure. As a result of this torque, every cross section of the shaft will be subjected to shear stresses. Let the line AB on the surface of the shaft be deformed after twisting action AB dash. On the side view, OB to OB dash, as shown this figure similarly. Let BAB dash equals to phi in degrees, that is the angle, and BOB dash angle equals to theta in degrees, which I previously mentioned. Now, modulus of rigidity C or G equals to shear stress y shear strain, that is tau upon phi. That means phi equals to tau by C. Similarly, a layer AB of radius r on the surface of the shaft, which due to twisting action attains the shape AB dash, which I already discussed. As a result, strain AB, that means phi equals to AB dash minus AB by AB, where AB dash minus AB, that is equals to BB dash upon AB, that is equals to phi. So BB dash in figure, BB dash, that means this BB dash, BB dash, what happened? This BB dash equals to R into theta. In our childhood time, we already read this S equals to R theta. So R into theta upon L equals to phi. So tau by C equals to R theta by L. This is the equation 1. As C is modulus of rigidity and also a constant, and L is the length of the shaft. So tau by R equals to constant, because C is the constant, L is the constant length of this particular shaft, and so we can write tau upon R equals to constant. Tau upon R, if we write tau upon R equals to tau 1 upon R1, tau 2 upon R2 equals to tau 3 upon R3 equals to a constant. Now let us consider a strip of area del A, particular in this figure on the right side, which is already mentioned here. A small strip, that is the area of del A with radius small r, where shear stress is Q. So we can write Q by R equals to constant. So Q1 upon R1 equals to Q2 upon R2 equals to Q3 upon R3 equals to Q upon R equals to del A. So we can write tau upon R equals to tau 2 upon R2, tau 3 upon R3 equals to Q upon R equals to Q1 upon R1 equals to Q2 upon R2 equals to del A. We know stress equals to internal resistive force per unit area. So F equals to tau into A. Similarly, Q equals to F up by del A. So force on the strip Q into del A. So torque required on the strip Q into del A into R. So total torque of the whole shaft T equals to summation of Q into del A into R. In this particular position, we can also integrate. So now here we can, for easy solving, we can write summation of Q into del A into R as tau by R equals to small q upon R. So Q equals to tau into R by capital R. So in the particular field of Q, position of Q, we can write tau into small r by capital R into del A into R. So T equals to tau into R into summation of del A into R square. As tau by R equals to constant, so tau by R into del A into R square, where we can write T equals to tau upon R into J, where polar moment of inertia J equals to summation of del A into R square. T upon J equals to tau upon R, that is equation 2. Here we get T upon J equals to tau upon R. In previous time we also get tau by R equals to c theta upon L. So we can write T upon J equals to tau upon R equals to c theta upon L. This is the proof of torsional equation, that is the proof of torsional equation. Now we discuss how hollow shaft is always stronger than a solid shaft. Particular this problem, there is a condition, that means same material, same weight and same length when subjected to simple torque. This is the problem. In particular question, there is a same material, same weight, same length, so we can write same material, that means density is equal. So rho of H equals to rho of S, H for hollow and S for solid. Same weight, that means W of H equals to W of S, and same length, that is equals to L of capital H equals to L of capital L of S. We know that polar modulus indicates the strength, that is the Z of the shaft. J equals to pi upon 32 capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4. R equals to, we already discussed, R equals to D by 2. So J upon R, that means we get pi upon 16 into capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 upon capital D. In particular this field, capital D equals to diameter of the hollow shaft, outer diameter, that is the outer diameter, and small d equals to inner diameter. So polar modulus of the solid shaft, that means J upon R, capital R, particular from this view, we particular for this solid shaft we get pi upon 16 ds cube. As in question there is a same weight, so we can write W of H equals to W of S. Weight equals to mass into gravitational acceleration. So m into g, g is same for hollow shaft and also solid shaft. So we can write m of H for hollow into g equals to mass of solid into g. On the other hand, we know that density equals to mass per unit volume, that means rho equals to m by v. So rho of H into V of H into G equals to rho of S into V of S into G. Rho of H into A of H into L of H into G equals to rho of S into A of S and L of S into G. As the in question there is a same material, so density equal rho H equals to rho S and length same, so LH equals to LS and G is same for hollow and solid shaft. So we can write A of H, that is equals to hollow shafted area and solid shafts area of solid shafts equals to pi by 4 capital D square minus small d square equals to pi by 4 into dA square. ds equals to diameter of the solid shaft. So ds square equals to capital D square minus small d square. Now there is a little consideration, capital D equals to k into small d, where k equals to constant. That means something constant into small diameter equals to the outer diameter of the hollow shaft. So dA square equals to k square d square minus small d square. That means it can get from the dA square equals to capital D square minus small d square. So dA square equals to d square into k square minus 1. So ds equals to d into root over k square minus 1. As z is the strength of the shaft, so z of hollow shaft equals to, we get pi upon 16 into d to the power 4 after d to the power 4 into k to the power 4 minus 1 by kd after simplification, and strength of the solid shaft after simplification we get pi upon 16 into d cube into root over k square minus 1 to the power cube whole to the power cube. Now we prove that hollow shaft is more stronger than solid shaft. So we can, if we find the ratio, then we can get the which is stronger than which. So ZH greater than ZH by ZS equals to pi upon 16 into d to the power 4 into k to the power 4 minus 1 by upon kd, and by pi upon 16 into d cube into root over k square minus 1 to the power cube. So from this equation we get, after simplification, k square plus 1 upon k square into 1 plus 1 by 2 k square. This is using after binomial theorem. That is also a positive constant. So ZH upon ZS, that is the hollow shaft strength upon strength of the solid shaft greater than positive constant. So we can write ZH by ZS greater than 1. So ZH greater than ZS, that is the, so we can write strength of the hollow shaft is more stronger than solid shaft. There is a problem, problem 1. In problem, a solid steel shaft is to transmit a torque of 10 kilonewton meter if shearing stress is not to exceed 45 MPa find the minimum diameter of the shaft. Here specify torque T, mention 10 kilo Newton meter, that means 10 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. We convert from Newton to kilonewton to Newton and meter to millimeter, so 10 to the power 6, and maximum shearing stress tau equals to 45 MPa, that means 45 Newton per millimeter square. Let capital D equals to minimum diameter of the shaft in millimeter. We know that torque transmitted by the shaft T equals to torque 10 into 10 to the power 6 equals to pi upon 16 tau into d cube. From here, from this equation, we can write d cube equals to 1.132 into 10 to the power 6. So d equals to 104 millimeter. In problem 2, a hollow circular shaft of 100 millimeter diameter is transmitting 120 kilowatt at 150 rpm. Find the intensity of shear stress in the shaft. Type is hollow circular shaft. That means here there is two diameter. 100 millimeter diameter is transmitting, that means outer diameter is mentioned, that is the 100 millimeter, and power mentioned, that is the power transmitted P equals to 120 kilowatt, and speed mentioned, speed of the shaft N equals to 150 rpm. Let T equals to torque transmitted by the shaft and tau equals to intensity of shear stress of the shaft. We already discussed in theory portion. So power transmitted by the shaft P equals to, we know that every that common formula 2 pi nt by 60, that is equals to 120. From here we can find that T equals to 7.64 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. We know that torque transmitted by the shaft T equals to we already find 7.64 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter equals to the simple formula of torque, that means pi upon 16 into tau into d cube. So from here already we can we get, that means d equals to 100 millimeter already specify. So tau equals to 39 Newton per millimeter square, that means 39 MPa. In problem 3, a solid steel shaft has to transmit 100 kilowatt at 160 rpm, taking allowable shear stress as 70 megapascal. Find the suitable diameter of the shaft. The maximum torque transmitted in each revolution exceeds the mean by 20%. Here solid shaft, type is solid shaft, and power mention 100 kilowatt, and speed mention, that is n equals to 160 rpm. and tau, that means 70 megapascal. So we can easily find the suitable diameter of the shaft, and here 20% mean, that means maximum torque transmitted in each revolutions exceeds the mean by 20%. That means here maximum torque T max equals to 20% of T mean. That means 1.2 into T, where T is the mean torque. Let D equals to diameter of the shaft in millimeter, and power transmitted by shaft, that means P equals to 2 pi nt by 60, and from this equation we can easily find T equals to 5.95 and into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. As T max equals to 1.2 T, that means that is the T mean. So T max equals to 1.2, T mean equals to 1.2 into 5.95 into 10 to the power 6, that is equals to 7.14 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. So maximum torque 7.14 into 10 to the power 6 equals to, we can easily find pi by 16 into tau into d cube. From this equation, d cube equals to 0.521 into 10 to the power 6. So d equals to 0.8 into 10 square, that means 80 millimeter. In problem 4, here find the angle of twist per meter length of a hollow shaft of 100 millimeter external and 60 millimeter internal diameter. If the shear stress is not to exceed 35 MPa, take C equals to 85 GPa. Here already mentioned the hollow shaft, the type of shaft, that is hollow shaft. So external diameter mentioned 100 millimeter and 60 millimeter internal diameter, and length mentioned, that is the per meter, that means 1 meter. 1 meter, that equals to 1 into 10 cube millimeter, and maximum shear stress already mentioned 35 MPa, tau equals to 35 MPa, that is equals to 35 Newton per millimeter square, and modulus of rigidity already mentions C equals to 85 GPa, that is equals to 85 into 10 cube Newton per millimeter square. Let theta equals to angle of twist in the shaft. So we know that T equals to pi by 16 into tau into as it is the hollow shaft, so d to the power capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 by capital D. So from this equation we find T equals to 5.98 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. We also know that the polar moment of inertia of a hollow circular shaft, J equals to J equals to 8.55 into 10 to the power 6 millimeter to the power 4, and from this torsional equation we can relate T upon J equals to C theta upon L. From this equation we must find theta equals to how much. So as the in question problem number 4, we also must find the angle of twist. So from this torsional equation T upon J equals to C theta upon L. From this equation theta equals to T into L upon J into C. So theta equals to, finally we can get 0.008 radian. From this radian we change the mode of calculator, and we can easily find 0.5 degree. This is the answer of this question, problem number 4. After that, problem number 5. In this question, a hollow shaft, so type of shaft is hollow. So that means there is a two diameter, internal and external, and there is a mentioned power, that is 200 kilowatt and speed, that is the n. So there is a equation comes 2 pi n t upon 60, that is equals to power p. So it must require after the problem. So if the shear stress is not to exceed 60 MPa and internal diameter is 0.6 of the external diameter, if the shear stress is not to exceed 60 MPa and internal diameter is 0.6 of the external diameter. So external diameter we can't know. Find the diameters of the shaft. So P equals to 200 kilowatt, speed of the shaft n equals to 80 rpm, maximum shear stress tau, that means that already mentioned 60 MPa, that equals to 60 Newton per millimeter square, and internal diameter that is equals to 0.6 of that is the internal diameter is 0.6 of the external diameter. That means external diameters, if we write, it is the capital D. So capital D equals to 0.6 into small d. So from this equation, torque transmitted by the shaft, we can easily put the value of torque for the hollow shaft. T equals to pi by 16 into tau into dt, capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 upon sorry, upon capital D equals to pi upon 16 into 60 into capital D to the power 4 minus 0.6 capital D to the power 4 by capital D. So we easily find 10.3 into 10 to the power minus 6 capital D cube kilonewton meter. As we know, 2 pi nt upon 60 equals to power. So power is here, power is 200 kilowatt. So 200 equals to 2 pi nt by 60. So from here we easily find d cube equals to 2.32 into 10 to the power 6 millimeter cube, or capital D equals to 1.32 into 10 to 10 square equals to 132 millimeter, and small d equals to 0.6 capital D. So 0.6 into 132 equals to 79.2 millimeter. If in particular this problem occurs, then you must comment in this YouTube section and also suggestion me how we can improve this video, and again thank you. And next we meet on the other video.